Here is Maria Butyrskaya. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what the judges do. This has made their job awfully difficult, to have the European champion come out and be first on the ice. Not only European champion, but also the Russian champion for this year. Here she is. Her short program is to fever.
Lutz, double loop. And it steps into a triple jump, triple loop, beautiful landing. Double axel.
Well, there's nothing like putting the pressure on early. One of the best first up, the 25-year-old from Russia, Maria Butyrskaya. Interestingly enough, her first Olympic Games, didn't compete at Lillehammer, but the current European and Russian champion looks certain to set a very high standard early on.
This is the short program, which is basically a technical program, and there are 8 elements the ladies have to complete tonight. Maria has always had a tendency to drop the free toe into the ice on the landing of jumps, and it'll be good to see the replay to see if that toe's gone down the landing of the triple Lutz. The triple loop was a very good jump. Here it comes now. No, just cleared the ice. And that is a very difficult combination because she lands with the free foot in front. Here are the steps into the triple loop. And you'll see the free foot really clears the ice by quite a distance on the landing. That's the left leg is the free foot. And very strong running edge coming out.
Presentation. 5-6, 5-5, 5-7, 5-7.
I would suggest the faces tell the story.
5-8. 5-7, 5-7, and
First is tough.
Thank you.
From Maria now,
Representing Ukraine,
the 21-year-old from the Ukraine, Elena Liashenko, who was 19th in the Winter Olympics at Lillehammer. Skating her short program to a Le Grand medley.
again, we're going to see the triple Lutz combination. Into the double toe. What a night. Flying camel spin, must do 8 revs. Sequence, which she's doing in a circle.
She's the current Ukrainian champion. Was a bronze medalist in the European Championships back in 1995 and has some very good results, including a 4th in the European Championships this year. And interestingly enough, has been with the same coach for 17 years. She's only 21.
And a lot of flowers coming on the ice for Elena right at the moment. I thought that her jumps, here it comes, the triple Lutz, is fantastically high. And this, to me, this was the best element in the program. And since it's worth the most, there'll be people who say that that's not true, but it is. The combination jump is worth the most. It was good for her. These are the steps into the triple jump, which is the flip off the inside edge. That one rolled to the outside, but hopped off the landing, so there'll be a deduction of somewhere between 0.1 and 0.4.
5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 5-3, 5-4.
And those presentation marks will hold her up through the evening as we go through. Let's hope Joanne Carter's are just as good.
Joanne coming up later tonight, and you'll see her live on 7.
On the ice, representing France.
Here's a very interesting skater, Surya Bonaly. She's a 24-year-old who was adopted at a very young age. She's coached by her mother, Suzanne, and she's representing France, skating her short program tonight here at the White Ring to Caravan.
Double axel. Going for a triple jump. That's a triple toe. Steps into the triple jump, which will be the Salchow. Combination spin at the end, the camel to a sit position. Very athletic skater.
Well, 3 pretty clean programs to start proceedings tonight. And an excellent performance from the 24-year-old Surya Bonaly of France.
This is going to be very interesting because whilst her spins were athletic, they're actually quite slow, and the layout back sit, I'll point it out next time someone does one, wasn't the complete 8 rotations. But she did a triple-triple combination where the other girls have done a triple-double, except that the triple that she did do was like on a lower scale. It's an easier triple than the triple Lutz. Here we go now. It's the triple toe, triple toe. This is usually the first triple that you teach skaters, first or second triple toe, and step up into the second one. Doing the triple second is very difficult. She's done 2. And then Surya elected to do steps into the triple Salchow, and again, that's the easier triple. So she's done a clean short program, but the elements are not as difficult as some others that you'll see. Backwards off the inside edge, 3 rotations, land backwards.
Presentation.
No, that will certainly put her underneath Butyrskaya and, yes, above Liashenko. She is currently in second spot.
5-2 and 5-7. Thank you.
So 3 of the first 5 in Group 1 now behind us. And coming onto the ice, a 25-year-old from Uzbekistan. A sports instructor
Tatiana
will be skating her short program to Hard Blues from Louis Armstrong. This is Tatiana Malinina.
Starting with the triple Lutz combination and a fabulous triple Lutz double toe. And steps to triple flip. Double axel, watch her takes forwards, takes off forward. the required layback spin, which every lady must perform.
Tatiana Malinina of Uzbekistan. She's been on the national team for 6 years. Trains in Tashkent in Uzbekistan and is now a qualified sports instructor. She picked something up as she was leaving the ice, but...
Here's the triple Lutz again, another very clean jump into the double toe. Very good posture. And steps into triple flip. 4 years ago, this would have brought you a medal. Now it just brings you to the games. Beautiful landing position.
That's going to leave her in 4th place.
And you can see the drop in the artistic marks, and that's simply a reflection of the quality of the overall skating and the coverage of the ice. Simply wasn't as good as the other 3.
One of the stars of the sport. Second in the Vienna Cup last year, and that enabled her to qualify for Nagano. And skating her short program to Adios Nonino, Lu Chen.
Triple Lutz, double toe, beautifully done. All class choreography. Steps to triple toe. Double axel.
What a performance by Lu Chen, her 3rd Olympic Games. 6th in 92, 3rd in 94, and quite emotional about it too. And if you think you'd be good at doing triples and you're sitting in the lounge room at the moment, then give one a go, because Lu Chen could perform them successfully when she was just 9 years of age. But don't call us if you broke the leg.
Hasn't she atoned for her performances in last year's Worlds, where she could not do anything right and could not even qualify for the free program last year? This performance will put her in medal contention. outstanding choreography by Sandra Bezic, who's choreographed for Brian Boitano's gold program, for Christy Yamaguchi's gold program. Here's the triple Lutz, so high. She's had difficulty with it during the week, and difficulty with the double axel as well, which was quite slow tonight. And steps only into the triple toe, which might keep her just out of the top 3 or 4 places tonight, but will certainly frighten the medal contenders.
She's been a marvellous ambassador for China in this sport. In fact, she's become the first Chinese to win a medal at World Championships and Olympic Winter Games. That in itself is a magnificent achievement.
The marks reflect the steps into the triple toe, and probably the double axel being a little slower and lower than some of the other competitors. But watch for the presentation marks.
Well, it's going to leave her behind Butyrskaya, and in fact directly behind her, puts her in second place.
5-5 and 5-6. Thank you.
This is a moment that could be quite extraordinary in these games. This is Tara Lipinski. Skating to Journey to the Past.
Triple Lutz, double loop. Steps to the flip.
She's so tiny, she reminds me of a doll, but she has just given a quite sensational performance. 15 years of age. That is incredible.
What you're seeing is the absolute joy and love of her skating. As soon as that double axel was over, she knew that she had everything. It was very quiet across the ice, but such poise. And she is so delighted. She loves her skating, and it just shows when she skates. Her face lights up, and doesn't this tiny, tiny little girl fill an entire arena? Here's the triple Lutz. They'll be into the double loop. There'll be talk of the change of edge going into the Lutz and whether that should be a deduction or not, because you can't repeat the same jump. If you change the edge, it becomes a flip. And this is the jump that she did off steps, which was the flip.
The question is, what will the judges say?
They say, thank you very much. This is the best we've seen so far.
No doubt about that. And now We'll wait on presentation.
5-6 and 5-7. Presentation.
It's her joy that strikes you so much of what she's doing. Just so delightful. 5-9 from the French.
5-6 from the Hungarian, 5-7 from one American judge, which is interesting.
On the ice, representing the USA, Michelle Kwan.
She has had a problem with a fractured toe, and she's been receiving treatment almost daily for it. I'm sure she'll put that behind her and put this performance to the forefront. From the United States, Michelle Kwan. Skating to the Piano Concerto number 3.
Combination jump, very critical. There it is. And the double axel. Steps into the triple toe. Inside spiral, unusual and beautiful. Change edge, that's gorgeous.
It's a grand performance. We're just being treated to the best. She missed the Champion Series final with a stress fracture to that left foot, but it certainly does not appear to have any detrimental effect to her tonight. Oh, now the judges have got to go to work, Belinda.
You know, this was a very controlled performance. If you had to say anything maybe slower than Lipinski's. Lipinski does change edge going into the Lutz, which makes it a flip, and then she does steps into a triple flip, so technically she's doing the same one. Michelle Kwan is just showing us the triple Lutz double toe. She's worried about her change of edge, so what she does is do slightly easier jump in the steps into triple toes. There is no question in the judges' minds. And the requirements are fulfilled and the rules are carried out to the letter. This inside edge to outside edge spiral is magnificent. I like this performance better than Lipinski's. I think in the long run it's just going to come down to the free program, and any argument about who should have won the short program out of these top three girls will be purely academic. She's so pleased.
say hi to so many people.
Coached by Frank Carroll, who's with her.
Who is a magnificent
The marks
coach.
for Michelle Kwan. Required elements. 5'8".
Is it going to take it to the top?
5'8".
They're good technical marks.
Looks as though it will.
5'8".
And the artistic, for me, is more mature than any of the other skaters on the ice this evening.
She's gone to the top. Look at that.
5'9" across the board.
So Kwan is in #1 position. Lipinski second and Butyrskaya third. Now, only 2 people have beaten Tara Lipinski this season. One is Michelle Kwan. The other one is this girl in your picture now, skating the ice. This is Laetitia Hubert, a 23-year-old from France. Learned to skate when she was just 3 years of age and is now skating her short program in these Olympics to the piano.
Very fast skater with very big jumps, huge flow. And that can be the Letitia story. Steps to triple flip, hand down. Unusual combination spin, doing the back spin first.
Three years of age, and she's a seasoned performer. 12th in Albertville in '92 and 17 in '94, and certainly hoping to lift there, although she has had problems handling the pressure. In fact, there's been one of these athletes who's employed psychologists to try and help her handle that pressure, and I guess that helped her to beat Tara Lipinski.
Most skaters do use the help of psychologists at some point or other, because it helps them to focus and deal with their training.
Most sports have them now, don't they?
Yeah, and for good reason too. I believe that they help the athletes so much. Letitia is a strange skater in that she's very much hit and miss, and here's the triple flip, too far forward in the air and the hand comes down.
She's going to finish in 8th spot.
It's the USA judge that's given her a good drubbing.
13th, as you can see, the American judge. And that is the situation as it stands at the moment. Kwan and Lipinski. We've got so used to saying Russia 1-2 this week. At the moment, it's a change. It's the USA 1-2. Russia third. Then Lu Chen of China in fourth place. They are the top four. And just behind them is Surya Bonaly of France, making up the top five. Coming up shortly, though, all of Australia is going to get right behind Joanne Carter and see what she can do. Stay with us here at White Ring. We've just commenced our final group. This is Elena Sokolova of Russia. Already a little bit of drama for Elena. Belinda with a fall.
Yeah, she missed the combination, went down the triple lutz, but just completed very nice steps into a triple loop. Double axel, the hand above the head, very difficult. Difficult footwork.
Well, there are four Russians vying for 3 spots at these Olympic Winter Games, and Elena Sokolova snuck in. She turned 18 just 3 days ago. And apart from that early drama, an exciting performance from this young starlet.
What a beautiful face she has too. Soldatova, who was the 4th girl, was at Europeans, and the Russian Federation decided to send this girl, who is actually the current World Junior champion, who won in December in Halifax, Canada, the World Junior title, to this event.
Not a bad way to start off representing your country in senior ranks, is it? An Olympic Games.
Certainly is the biggest you could get. There's the fall on the triple lutz and up smartly into the double toe. Very good footwork. She moves across the ice easily, straight into the triple loop. Very good air position. Compared to Lipinski, there's the double axel with the hand above the head, and that is so hard to do. These are very good marks, and now the judges would feel themselves very boxed in, I think, because Butyrskaya's marks were just a little too low.
8th place for Sokolova, the Australian champion since 1994. We're with you, Joe. Skating her short program to the Eddie Sauter music, I'm Late, I'm Late. Let's go with Joanne Carter.
Opening up with a triple lutz. Stepped off it up into the double toe. And steps into the triple flip. A triple loop, good on you. Beautiful triple loop. Good choice. step sequence. And double axel coming up. Good job.
Oh, and she loves it. Well done, Joanne Carter. Australia's Joanne Carter. She finished 10th after the short program in the Worlds in Lausanne last year. And she's just looking to make it into the top 24 here tonight, but she should do that with ease.
You should be able to compare this with Letitia Hubert, who's sitting in 10th place, and then the Japanese girl right underneath her. Here's the triple Lutz. And just like in the warm-up, just a little bit of trouble getting that free foot out at the back. She's been practicing steps into triple flip all during this last season, but has made a decision right at the very end to turn it into the loop. And I think that that was a smart move because it's a good loop. I just hope that the wait there isn't too long. A very, very strong jump. No question about that free foot coming out. I think that that was an excellent performance. Musically a little bit off here and there, but gee whiz, such pressure, and the marks will be very interesting. This could sit anywhere between 10 and 18.
Presentation 5-2, 5-2.
Well, there's nothing wrong with those marks. And have a look at that. She's inside the top 10. So Joanne is in 9th spot.
5-1.
That is a fantastic effort, isn't it?
I'm just so excited. She's in one place even better than she did at Worlds last year. She's just showing the world she can do better than this again. I cannot wait for the free. So exciting.
Well done, Joanne Carter. As we move on now. Coming onto the ice, this 19-year-old from Russia. A junior champion back in '95. The first Russian lady to win the European Championship. She's done that twice. This is Irina Slutskaya.
Up with the combination triple Lutz, outside edge, only the double. Not good news for Irina. Steps into the triple loop like Joe, and that's a good one. Beautiful double axel. changes of positions in her spins, which is what she's showing us now. 7 changes.
Irina Slutskaya continuing to fly the Russian flag. Skating to a waltz by Rubinstein. And it's worth noting, just at this stage, I don't want to comment on this, but the worst Joe can finish now is 12th, isn't it?
The worst that Joe can finish is 12th.
That is outstanding.
Fantastic. Fantastic for her, fantastic for Australia. And this is the only doublets by Slutskaya. This performance should sit underneath Joe's, which would actually mean that she could finish 11th. The steps into the triple loop were very good. The free foot staying off the ice there and straight up into the triple loop. Big display of strength. And she did the double axel with a hand above her head too. It's 1 position, 2, 3, 4 to the Bielman spin. 5, a little bit of trouble there, and she had to re-centre the spin. 6, 7. Always finishes with that spin and always brings the crowd in.
The marks for Irina Slutskaya. Required elements. 5-0.
Well, I think these are very generous marks.
Well, I think the crowd is sensing that too.
I think the crowd,
My word.
I think the crowd would like for her to have higher marks, but I think that these marks are over generous. And so is that.
That's going to leave her in 5th spot.
She's a lucky girl.
5-6, 5-7, 5-7, 5-5.
She's off and the coach is nowhere to be seen.
Thank you.
It's a hard school, isn't it,
On the
eh?
ice, representing the USA.
On we go.
Nicole Bobek.
The third of the Americans. Belinda, 20-year-old from Chicago originally. This is Nicole Bobek. Choreographed by Robin Cousins, who's sitting not 10 feet away from us. Won't he be nervous? This is Zorba the Greek.
He'll be wondering if his choreography has survived. Very musical girl. Opening up with the Lutz. And not rotated completely. Steps into triple toe, and that's only a double. Doors open for Joe. And this will be the spiral sequence of the night. She'll need this double axel. And there's a deduction there too.
Nicole Bobek, who will be looking to stay above Joe Carter. What will the judges think?
This is a performance that will probably be lucky to stay in the top 15. Nicole is a brilliant skater, but she's a very off and on skater. When she's on, she's very, very on, and when she's off, it doesn't work at all. And you can see that she's very upset with how she's done. And here come the steps. An unusual entry into the Lutz now. Really didn't have enough speed, changed edge, and just didn't make it around the jump. Collected the whole blade, and down she went. Very tiny double toe. It's a result of training. And here is the spiral.
See, that is elegant, isn't it?
Well, it's almost vertical. But she was a little slow tonight. She absolutely skated her heart out with a performance of her life to end up second after the short program US Nationals, and then backed it up with an excellent free program. And she may have left her best performances at home in order to make the Olympic team.
She's stunned, isn't she? She knows, and that's going to leave her well down.
5-3.
She always had an up and down career, and she's been as high as third in the world, and now currently sitting in 16th place.
Which leaves Joe in 10th. The worst Joe can finish now is 11th. As we come to our final performer for the night, this very talented sportswoman, just 19 years of age. Seven years on the national team already. From France, Vanessa Gusmeroli, skating to the soundtrack from The Mask.
Speed for the triple Lutz combination. It's only the double. Back camel, back sit. Step over forward camel, difficult spin. Double axel to come. Best jump for her.
Well, what a way to end the night here at White Ring from the 1991 European water skiing champion.
Will that get above Joe Carter or won't it? There was only the double Lutz done and no combination, and a shaky landing off the triple loop. I thought, though, her spins were excellent, some of the best of the night. Very fast, multiple rotations, multiple positions, and be interesting to see where the place comes. Here we come into the takeoff of the Lutz, right off the outside edge. Just popped out of the rotation because the takeoff wasn't too bad, maybe not enough knee bend. And here we go in the combination spin, starting on the back spin first to an attitude pickup. Drop it and pick it up with the other hand, and that is hard into the Biellmann spin. And here we see the steps into the triple loop. A lot of steps. Watch the free foot at the end, just clearing through the ice and not a very good running landing. So
it's going to leave her in 8th spot.
11, 13, 11, which is around about what I think it should be, and 6th place is out of the water.
So she is in 8th. That drops Joe back to 11th. But looking at the top placings at the moment, of course, it was the United States through Kwan and Lipinski taking 1-2 after the short program tonight. And here is the interesting page as far as Australia is concerned, with Joe Carter nicely placed in 11th position. A fantastic effort